STAKK Nation,
Champions.
welcome back to the channel.
Yeah.
If you've been tuned into the news lately, you would understand that there's a lot of things on the news except for the things that are really coming for your life. Let me bring you here to some of the things that are currently happening on mainstream media. They will talk about the LGBTQIA, which I did not know that there's an IA in LGBTQ now. Looks like we've added 2 more people to the... Actually, let me talk about this real quick. And it's crazy. Because here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing about it. We've done this video already. And we lost it because OBS crashed. And it's interesting because I'm stopping this again because I'm actually about to say something that was not what I said the first time.
Oh, snap. Are y'all ready for this?
LGBTQIA. What is the B in there for?
Bro, I don't follow these things. I just know that they're titles and I'm supposed to respect people's titles. If it's a she or a E, I'm just supposed to call you by your name.
Okay.
Keep
Actually,
it simple.
the B in there is actually for bi.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now I know.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, here's the thing. LGBTQIA, I do not know there was an IA in this situation. However, I am scared to ask what that IA stands for because we know that they are visuals.
You don't want to be starting something.
Yes. I don't want to start shit, but I think that I have some knowledge to give. Okay.
You said it again. Golly, don't
What?
get us banned on Google.
What did I say?
The SHIT word. Continue.
Yeah, double. I think that there's some things that we're just gonna have to forego on because when we start censoring ourselves, man, we're now leaning into their madness. Because yes, you cannot say the F word. What is next? You cannot say the S word. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, put parental warning on our channel. Did I not even put it there? It's 18 only. So why would you have parental warning and then still now be trying to ban people? Listen, man, we are adults. If you think that you cannot be listening to censored words, man, please leave our channel. Let me stop.
Still want subscribers. Stop it.
Please subscribe to the channel. Leave the channel, but don't unsubscribe. We need that number.
No, just keep watching and just mute it. Mute that section.
Give us a chance. Keep your mind open, okay? Listen. Anyway, what I was saying is that for the LGBTQ community, I think that these people are nice people, man. Maybe they're being demonized by the media. It's also something we need to think about.
Hey,
Just the same way, if you look at black people, they make it seem like all black people are gangsters running around just blasting each other all the time.
I'm a G. Come on, what are you talking about?
Exactly, but that's not the case.
Don't come at me, man.
So a lot of times they make it seem like the LGBTQ people are angry at everyone, but I will say that there is definitely a group of them that are wilding.
Breaking news.
Wilding for sure.
Breaking
But exactly. But please, what I'm just saying is that if someone can tell me what that IA in LGBTQIA is, that would be awesome. Hate crime is the next one that you will see on TV.
A lot. Frequent.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Straight up manipulation, if you ask me. Okay? Because it seems to me that people are getting blasted every day across the nation. It is never spoken about until when someone is running for a democratic seat and then they decide to go look for black people or a video of a black person getting violated and use that as a ploy to push their...
No, there's all sorts of hate crimes these days, man. There is black people hating against Chinese people. That's really got the big thing because of COVID.
That's what we see on the media. Let me tell you something. When these people are not running for office, okay, there is still violence, hate crimes, and all of these things going on still. Okay, there is no attention given to it at this point in time. They bring it up during election season, like this is only when it's happening. Listen, all of those things are horrible. We don't want it to be happening. That is obvious, right? The fact that I will have to give that disclaimer. Okay. Now, certainly, when you look at most of the people that you come out and interact with in your day-to-day life, okay, there are people of all walks of life, all sorts of things, but no one is really approaching someone on the street and treating them like garbage generally, right? As the media makes it look. They make it look like if you step out of your house right now, Juicy Smollett, as Chappelle will call it, right? They make it seem like Juicy Smollett and his squad are just about to run up on you and it's going to be a complicated situation.
Yeah.
This is not the reality of life. This is some sort of manipulation. And I think that we all have to acknowledge that shit. Democrats versus Republicans is another one that's they use all the time, and of
It's
course,
all over the media. The
right?
biggest one right now is Trump, 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 non-stop.
Exactly, non-stop, right? And then of course we have that TikTok ban, which is beyond TikTok.
Way beyond TikTok, and nobody's talking about what really matters behind that whole topic, except for people dancing and China is infiltrating America.
If you think your privacy has been invaded before,
By China, sure, you're about to
you're-
find out what really is invading your privacy now.
you're not ready. Okay, you're not ready to feel what is coming your way. And of course, there's also school shootings, which we'll just lift that one.
It's just too much. But I
Very
have to say
sad.
this though.
Yeah, say it.
The media puts all of this on blast, but I have to tell Americans, follow the money. Because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
there is some funny games behind all of this.
Okay. Let's check out this video here. Okay. Now, actually, before we check this is what is really happening.
America, this is where the drama is.
When you take everything that was said before, you put it to the side. You look under the hood. This is the truth. The things that we should really be paying attention to as a nation right now, if you ask me.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what Miss... Is it Cinema?
It's cinema. Cinema, hey.
Yeah. Let's see what she has to say here.
The failure of Silicon Valley Bank on the Federal Reserve's watch very clearly calls into question whether or not some of that trust was misplaced. Make no mistake, the lion's share of the blame is on incompetent bank executives. And it's outrageous that these people took bonuses and sold stock in the days leading up to the bank's failure. We should hold these executives accountable for the fullest extent of the law and claw back those bonuses and stock sales. I'm co-sponsoring a bill to do just that. But as I laid out in a letter to you, Vice Chair Barr, that, by the way, was signed by 11 other senators spanning the ideological spectrum, it's gravely concerning that retail participants, literally just regular everyday people, were able to figure out that something was wrong with Silicon Valley Bank before your regulators took appropriate action. Now, these folks don't have access to non-public information like the bank examiners do. But when people on Reddit and Twitter can spot bank mismanagement before the regulators, something is terribly wrong. The failure...
I have a good joke real quick.
Go for it, man.
Did you see that guy in the background with the smirk on his face? Oh, man, media.
He does smack on his face. That's
Look
for
at that
sure.
smack on that face.
Yeah. Well, look, man. The retail investors figured it out in the 2008 crash. They figured it out. What was the other one? 2010.
Retail investors didn't figure out 1971, though.
Okay.
They didn't catch that one.
They did not have the technology back then, and this is where I think that governments this day and a lot of these people, the banks and so on and so forth, are still not up to snuff on the capabilities of the general public. When you go to these trusted institutions like this, the banks, hospitals, you expect that you'll be dealing with trained professionals, people who have obtained a certain level of education with a certificate, though it might be outrageously overpriced. But this certificate indicates that these people are capable, right? More than capable. In fact, they are the best of the best in their field.
Gary Gensler said it.
We see that he's the best at doing what he's. You got to understand, a lot of times we look at this and we say, oh, this is stupid, this is what, but these people are very good.
Accredited investor.
They are good at what they do.
Level
it's just
6
not in your
certified.
favor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Level 6 certified to take your money.
They're doing it and they're non-stop with it, right? No breaks. So I think this is something to be paying attention to. And I think this is also an area where we need to give ourselves more credit as retail investors, right? That we are now in a place where we have taken to the internet. We've learned from each other as well, because on Twitter, the information is...
People learning how to trade now.
Isn't?
Oh, but no. If you guys know too much, so now we gotta allow the market makers to screw you up.
Yeah.
GG, Gary Gensler comes up and destroy your options just off of one word. It's no longer their game. So now that it's your game, they have to destroy it. I have to say this to Americans out there. You, we wake up every day to go to work to make money, earn that money, and give it to the banks. Literally, give it to the banks. Why? Because we thought we trusted the banks.
Exactly.
Not knowing. This is what needs to be on the news. People need to understand what money is and what the banks really are about. They're about taking your money and gambling it away and letting it just
Fizzle away.
disappear. And now tell the FDIC to protect you.
Yeah.
That is the problem. That's what Americans need to be talking about, because really that is all that's why we wake up every day.
Exactly.
I want to see my kids, of course, but I want to be able to store my value.
Value as well.
And that has been stolen from us right now.
Speaking about things being stolen from us, the FDIC is going to make every other bank pay for the Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank failures, right? So the FDIC is to propose a special bank fee rule, the chairman says, right? And this new rule in May on accessing a special fees on banks for guaranteeing all deposits at failed Silicon. But see, can somebody explain to me how we're not living in mafia right now, man? This is absolutely asinine. At no point in time does this make any sense.
You move the goalposts, then transfer the fees to us.
Why are they trying to? Because no one agreed to this. These people just decided, hey, new bank fee, because you do not have enough bank fees already. Boom. Our bank fate, man. You guys pay for this thing. What is going on?
Remember we did a video about bank fees?
Exactly.
Guess what? We got a new one now. FDIC insured fees.
Oh, no.
And you know what's so funny about all of this? We have to print another $300 billion to rescue this bank for taking our money and losing it. Your money got stolen by the bank, gambled away.
Exactly.
They lost it and they just hush.
Exactly.
But you know how much news and further spread about FTX?
Oh,
blown
dude.
all over the place.
All over the place. Here's the thing. Here's one thing, right?
By the way, Signature Bank was not failing. They just said Signature Bank was a crypto-based bank.
They said it was a
and they
crypto-based
just attacked
bank.
it and took it over.
They took it over, and now it's there's when you have so many lies, right? You cannot even combine them together anymore. Okay, the rest of us have nothing but time to just sit here because everything you do is on the internet, and you know once it's on the internet, you cannot take it back.
I mean, why do I care about if you're a guy or a girl? But you're over here stealing my money.
Yeah.
But you tell him to worry about you calling yourself a she.
I don't care if you're a guy, girl, she, he, they, thee, or die. Okay, I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. Does not matter to me.
Don't fear with my money.
In any way, listen. When you start fucking with my money, the conversation is different. Because this is the way I feed myself and my family.
Hey, man.
Are you trying to let us starve? So it does not really matter what's a lot of these things that are being pushed on TV these days, right? The political
Fear-mongering.
Yeah, fear-mongering and the political
the Chinese,
shebang.
You know, we don't like China. Just hate China.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we don't like Iran. Iran people are terrible.
Listen,
hate Iran.
For what?
Hate the Iraqis.
For
I'm
what?
like, what have they done to me?
For what? Why are we pushing hate towards everyone? It does not make sense. So, look, here are some other things that are going on. All right, let's push on because I can go on about this.
We're busy over here losing our freedoms. We're busy worrying about some other country somewhere else.
Ain't that some? Yeah. Of course, you have Bill 686. Do we even need to go into this?
Yes, sir.
Straight violation of your rights.
Of your freedoms.
If you thought you had freedom of speech, was it freedom of press? I mean, you'll be censored and you will be monitored. Privacy, nowhere.
Every single device in your house that has internet, the government will have access to, which they already do, but they'll be listening to you without authority. As a matter of fact,
they're just trying to let you know that let's have a good understanding right now that your phone is not your phone. Anything you say, we can hear it, and we are on your neck. This cannot fly. In America, these two things do not go together in America. If this thing goes through, bro, please change the flag, honestly.
China.
It's not because that's not where we are. Some other, I was just about to say some other.
Let's not go there.
I was about to say some other that's going on. All right, U.S. Federal Reserve real-time payments coming in July. In other words, okay, CBDCs
It's here
are
in
coming
your
in
face.
July.
Man, folks, just wake up. Literally, CBDC is not going to be some new flashy currency it's literally network infrastructure them controlling every single penny or cent that you spend. You think the
full-blown
IRS is tracking you right now? They're about to full on track everything.
If I don't like you, man, we'll stop you from buying gas.
Sure, you can't even travel.
Yeah, you talk about grocery stores, you die. We'll just starve you to death.
Carbon.
If you roll up into 7-Eleven, we say let that guy know that his card cannot work.
Your carbon print is so much you can't buy that. You can't buy that car.
Negative, no way. Like, oh, you're thirsty? Let's wait till tomorrow then. You know, you drink some more water tomorrow.
What you doing wearing that black African T-shirt? You're pro Africa.
Yeah, we don't like that. We don't like that. No. We're gonna freeze all your money. Can't go nowhere. Stay right there. We're coming for you.
Sure. Okay? What you doing talking on YouTube?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Shut him down. Okay, lock his house. Let's see what he's doing in there. Hack his. Let's pull up his internet. Let's look at the history. Maybe we'll display it on a billboard to let people know that his social credit score has gone down because of this love for Africa that he has.
Oh, terrible.
Asinine. Wake up, people. At the end of the day, I was gonna say at the end of the day I can always go somewhere else, but at the same time it's like
we're still working on it.
Yeah. They say the devil you know as well, because you never know where you're going. U.S. Federal Reserve Bank just printed $300 billion out of thin air.
It's about to get worse with that Fed Now CBDCs.
This is a problem. It's not on the news, though.
No, it's not. Nobody's talking about it.
It is not on the news. What is Don Lennon or whatever these people on CNN call themselves anymore these days doing? What is the other one? The one with his flapping neck.
It's many of them.
Kramer.
Kramer only cares about talking about AMC is not a stock.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that there's something, it's a fundamental question. It's just a fundamental question. Whether you believe what we're saying or not does not really matter. Why is it that the most trusted entities in our society are lying to us every day, hiding stuff from us every day, printing money, devaluing our currency, but they're acting like everything is okay? Nobody's talking about it. Sounds to me like something is wrong. Right? And someone has to be held accountable for it. Passing this thing on as, millennials or what was the other one?
Literally, they said millennials are the reason for inflation.
Yeah.
Now they're saying the folks on Twitter.
Yes. Folks on Twitter are
the reason why the banks failed.
No. Folks on Twitter they didn't do anything, to your banks. The fact of the matter is the people in your banks are not as smart as you thought you were. As a matter of fact, all of you are not smart as you thought as you were.
As a matter of fact, the way the bank is set up, it's not for your advantage.
Yes.
Don't put your money in the bank.
It just so happens that society is wising up. People are learning more.
They don't like that, though.
Exactly. And communication is moving at a much more rapid speed. Listen, you're talking about capturing the whole internet. Is what we're talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see you do it. That's really all I can say. Because at some point, some people have some goals that are extremely ambitious. And sometimes it's not even because they want to achieve that goal. Let me teach you guys a little bit about something in negotiation. Okay? Just give me like this example. If you want $500, right? You don't ask for $500 when you go to a negotiating table. You ask for $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So when the person that you're negotiating with finally drags you down to about 600 or 700, they think that they're winning. But the reality is you just needed 500. So you're winning. You see? Mm-hmm. This is very extreme. These bills that they're passing, some of it will not even make it. But I assure you, the main thing that they're looking for, whether it's just the ability to be able to track your phone all the time, if that one is a win, they've won. They don't need the whole thing to pass. So you might be rejoicing that you've been able to stop the bill. But something on that bill went through.
Yep.
And that's really all they needed.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention. Final thoughts.
Just like the newspapers got replaced by the general media.
Mm-hmm.
And now the general media has abused the authorities and their power, and then now propaganda brainwash you. We have some new technologies that are changing that. This is why with Bitcoin, guys.
Absolutely.
We are starting to realize more of what's going on, but the more we realize, they now want to force us back into the office,
right?
So that we'll not have the time to study and know what's going on. So you guys need to push back, because that's something else going on right now. Nobody's talking about.
That is exactly
the current congressional conversations to push everybody back into the office.
Dude, I'm not going back to that. They can miss me with that.
But nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, I heard it here first. So there we go. Going back to the office is an absolute waste of time. We have come to realize that time is very valuable. It's always been very valuable. But I think that they have come to realize that giving people their time back
It's not
can
good
be
for them.
yes, it can be detrimental to their own growth because people will take that time for themselves. People are selfish.
Wait a second though. How do you talk about ESG and you want us back on the road? How you talk about inflation? Everybody back on the road means gas price is about to go up. You know?
Oh wait, bro, you gotta get there.
I'm just.
That was a good one. That was a good one for sure.
Come on, man.
If we're worried about ESG, if we're worried about pollution, we definitely should not be trying to get more people back out on the road.
Office, the buildings, the amount of pollution those buildings produce, sitting in traffic for hours.
Yeah.
The cost of gas.
So you
Are
see,
you talking about you want to kill inflation?
yeah. In other words, inflation, climate change, whatever, you've already proven that your own agenda you're pushing is bullshit. You're proving it. You're making proof against yourself. Is really what this is. So, yeah.
Let's just go ahead and close, man.
Double O is salty with this one.
I'm salty lately.
It's
y'all.
like fuck these people.
It's,
Oh wait. I whispered it. I don't think YouTube will catch it. Yeah.
they catch that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a fun time. We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope it brought some value in your life. We hope the video produced some value.
Come
Let
back
us
for
know
more.
in the comments.
Come back for more.
Subscribe to the channel. Okay. Like the video. Comment. Especially you have something. I was gonna say it's scary to use the word radical these days because when people hear the word, so yeah, I'm gonna.
John McCain was radical and it was good for America.
No, I'm just gonna use a new set of words. Stand by. Please comment down below. Leave something exciting, right? And also follow us on Twitter. STAKKFin is our handle there. Follow us on Facebook as well. STAKKFin, and of course we are banned on Instagram. Yes. If you like to, you can see us on.
If I want to get on the show and have a conversation with us,
Yes, you can even get on this one too on YouTube. We're in there. Either one, you know what I mean? Shoot us an email.
Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify, we're in there as well. Stack. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, praise and out.
double O.